Right now, Southeast will get the ball to start this third quarter of play. Again, a short kick by Hardee, and it is picked up by DeMarcus Bryce at the 44-yard line, and that's where he's going to be brought down. Hardee will not kick it deep, trying to prevent the head of steam return on the kickoff, even though they give up some yardage and field position. But Southeast will start 1st and 10 at their own 43-yard line.
Well, obviously, Hardee had some scouts at the game last week against DeSoto and saw the 6 big plays that led to 45 points for the Seminoles last week, and they're making sure it doesn't happen on the kickoff at least.
Seminoles moving from left to right in this third quarter, trip wide to the near side, one to the far side. And the quarterback, James Thomas, fakes a handoff. He's going to run with it himself and pretty much just gets back to the line of scrimmage. Well read by the Hardee defense there. Maybe a yard pickup, if anything. Southeast dressed in the all-blue uniforms tonight. White numbers, orange helmets with orange trim. And it'll be a 2nd down and 9. Give them a yard on that. At their own 44.
He avoided the sack at least, Doug.
Yep. 2 wide outs to the near side, 1 to the far side. Allen in the backfield with the quarterback. James throws to the near side, and it is picked off by Ricky De La Rosa. His 2nd interception comes down inside the 30 and dragged down near the 25-yard line. That's the 2nd INT for De La Rosa, pretty much the same part of the field.
Yeah, it's about a 25-yard return there by De La Rosa. Hit, like you said, Doug, his 2nd of the game. And that sets up a Hardee with a great field position. That was great pressure in James Thomas' face. He just sort of threw it up for grabs and well covered in the secondary. There was 2 defenders right there around the receiver. And De La Rosa took advantage of it. Caught that one in stride as well. Returned it down almost to the 25. Setting up Hardee in great field position to start this third quarter.
At the 26-yard line of the Seminoles, less than a minute into this third quarter, Hardee chance to add their 5th touchdown to the ball game. And the quarterback, Johnson, keeps it, goes outside, tries to cut upfield. Nice tackle, middle of the field there. And that was Darius Robinson bringing down the quarterback before he could really get ahead of steam, although he still picked up about 4 yards. But could have been a lot more.
Yeah, it looked like he had a lot of running room there, but that was great closing speed to bring him down for the 4-yard gain, setting up a 2nd and 6 situation for Hardee down around the 20-yard line of the Seminoles.
2nd and 6. And double wides to the far side and 2 to the near side. Wide receiver in motion. And we got a flag and whistles before the play develops. Probably somebody moving offside here on Hardee. Very few mistakes by the Wildcats tonight, but that's one right there. Illegal motion. And I'll bring it back now to the 28-yard line of Southeast.
Yeah, one of the few mental mistakes we've seen them make all evening, Doug. That's not going to make the coach happy, but I have a feeling that they're going to find a way to pick up another 1st down here.
Coach Buddy Martin of the Hardee Wildcats. Paul Meckley, longtime legendary coach in Manatee County for Southeast. Johnson takes the snap, looks to throw, throws to the near side. It is complete inside the 15-yard line. And that catch was made by Derek Graham. And Graham picks up a 1st down.
Number 8, Derek Graham, big wide receiver, ran the slant pattern. Was hit in stride, nice pass by Johnson, moving the chains all the way down to the 11-yard line on that pass.
1st down at the 11 of Southeast. As Hardee on the move again after a turnover, trying to turn it into a score. They did last time they intercepted the ball as well. Johnson, keeper, throws, corner, end zone, and a one-hand attempt. Oh, just incomplete. Trying to make a great catch in the near corner of the end zone. Just could not hang on to it. And it looked like that was Bethea over there, yep. Tight end who caught a touchdown in the 1st half. Nearly made a circus catch.
Yeah, good coverage on that play by the Seminoles. Nice attempt there, nice pass, lofted it up where only the receiver could maybe catch it. But it falls incomplete, setting up a 2nd down situation for Hardee.
At the 11 of Southeast. 9:35 left in this third quarter. But all Hardee tonight. And handoff up the middle. Holly driving and taking tacklers with him inside the 5 down near the 2-yard line. Just kept the legs moving there. Dragged a bunch of Seminoles with him. And it'll be just short of the first down marker. They can't pick up a first without scoring at the 1. So third and about a yard.
That was, you might say, a host of tacklers were dragged on that one, Doug. At least 3 or 4 defenders hanging on. Hawley was able to get all the way down to the 3-yard line on that carry.
And they line up with Holly again in the tailback slot in the backfield. And he takes the handoff, trying to go up the right side, puts the helmet down, and comes up a bit short. See if he got enough for the first down. Good pursuit by the Southeast defense there, blocking off that right side of the line. And it will be a 4th down. Not enough for the first. And looks like they're going to go for it or a field goal here. Looking over at the sideline is the quarterback, Johnson. And they're going to go for it on the 4th and 1 for a first down. And about 2 yards for the touchdown. Steedley in the backfield. Throw by Johnson, one hopper, and it is caught, but that was a one hopper, incomplete. And Southeast will get the ball over on downs at their own 2, but I guess a bit of a moral victory, Ed. At least you kept them out of the end zone there.
Yeah. Hardee going to the air a couple times down there in the goal line situation. The only thing I can figure is they're starting to try to broaden their horizons come playoff time. They want to be able to. They know they're going to, against the top teams in the state, they're going to have to be able to throw it around a little bit as well. Johnson has a good arm, but although he did short hop that one in there, incomplete, the receiver was open. So Southeast finds a way to stand up and stop them, and let's see if they can get it out now of the shadow of their own end zone.
Benefit of a 3-touchdown lead. He can kind of take that opportunity, take that chance at that point on a 4th down, and he's still pinning Southeast back at their own 2-yard line. And here's a handoff. Allen, and Allen gets out across the 5. That gives him a little bit more room, picks up about 4 yards on that first down carry. James Thomas comes over, gets the play from Meckley, and Allen rips off a piece of his equipment there. I guess it was torn off there. Looks like his towel or something. Allen's had a couple of good runs on first down, but kind of been shut down the last quarter or so by Hardee. They need a big one right here, kind of busted open, get out of trouble. And handoff again in the backfield, and again, not much room at all. Trying to go up the middle is Allen, and actually loses about a yard on the play. Bring up a 3rd down now, and 9.
And Hardee playing some tough goal line defense there, not allowing Southeast to find any creases to run the ball to try to get it out of there. 3rd and 8 now. Does Southeast dare put it in the air after the last interception, especially so deep in their own territory? Let's see what they do.
Ball on the far hash mark. And a single wideouts to either side. Allen in the backfield. And handoff again, and
That looked like a direct snap.
it looked like a, was that direct to Allen? And it's down at the 1. And 4th down. So they didn't get anything there. I couldn't quite see where the ball went, Ed. But either way, Hardee is going to force a punt here. And Kelvin Campos will have to kick it. Going to be a short snap here. Won't get a lot of room.
And this is one that you might try to block because he doesn't have the full.
Good snap, low kick.
Just get it out of
Very
there.
short kick. Going to take a low roll and roll forward and roll up to the 40-yard line. Won't be returned, but in the circumstances, not too bad for Southeast. At least to get it out to the 40, but that's where Hardee will have it, 1st and 10.
Yeah, you almost treat that like a quick kick versus a punt because you don't have your normal distance back there, and it's get it and get rid of it. and they were able to do that at least. But Hardee keeps them penned up there. They're still in Seminole territory, as you said, Doug, at the 40-yard line. Let's see if they can come back now and get that touchdown that eluded them on the last drive.
5:48 left in the third quarter. Hardee with the ball again in Southeast territory at the 40-yard line of the Seminoles. Up 28-7 in this district game. 3 wide outs to the near side, 1 to the far side. Johnson, and he's going to keep it. Reverses field, gets across the 35, hit hard there as he's tripped up. And a good fake again on the handoff and went the other way. And picked up good yardage on that carry, about 9 yards.
A good run, a good hard run by Johnson. He ran over the defender. The defender was able to knock him down, but that defender knows probably who was carrying the ball on that one, Doug. He got hit pretty hard. Nice pickup on first down for Johnson.
2nd down and 1 at the 32-yard line of the Seminoles. Here's an end-around carry for Jordan Jones, trying to cut up field, gets across the 30 down to the 25. And he picks up a first down for the Wildcats. Official timeout. Midway through the quarter, they'll take the water break. And Hardee again on the move. Just get the sense, Ed, that the Southeast defense right now, very tired. They've been out there quite a bit tonight, and they just can't afford to give up another score here, but very tough to stop this multi-dimensional attack that Hardee has.
Well, certainly you're right, Doug. They've been on the field a long time trying to tackle those big running backs for Hardee, and their offense hasn't helped them out much here after that opening drive for a touchdown in the first quarter. The offense has not been on the field very much. I have a total of about 15 plays since the first quarter of offense for the Seminoles. So that puts Hardee out there virtually the entire game. And with that big offensive line leaning on the defense, that's going to wear down the Seminoles, especially when they're out there so many plays. And this could be getting out of hand here soon.
And 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line of the Seminoles. Hardee moving from right to left in this third quarter. Johnson, direct snap, drops back, throws toward the corner of the end zone. It is just out of the reach of the intended receiver over there, incomplete.
A nice throw there by the quarterback, Johnson. I like the way he puts it up there. He puts it in a spot where only his guy can get it and nobody else. That was just over the outreached arms of the receiver. But I think he might have mistimed his jump a little bit, jumped a little too soon before the ball got there.
Tristan Lanier.
Or he might have been able to pull that one down. A good try as they went for the end zone here from the 25-yard line.
Yeah, Lanier nearly made the catch, but couldn't quite haul it in. 2nd and 10 at the Southeast 25. 5 minutes left here in the third quarter. 28-7, Hardee with the lead. And Johnson, fake handoff, throws to the far corner of the end zone. Up for grabs. It is tipped and incomplete.
Good defense that time, well covered. The offensive player had to try to make a play on the ball. Wasn't able to come down with it.
Jordan Jones over there.
And Southeast was able to stop him on that one, setting up a third down situation here. Working on the passing game a little bit in the second half, Doug. Trying to maybe you got to keep some of those wide receivers happy. They practice all week too. You got to throw it around to him a little bit here. And but Johnson got a nice arm and puts the ball in good spots.
3rd down and 10 at the Southeast 25. 3 wide outs to the far side. Fake handoff, little screen pass. It is caught at the 25 to the 20 to the 15 to the 10 to Steedley, and Steedley pushed out of bounds inside the 10, maybe around the 5. Well executed play right there. Steedley wide open in the flat there. And he picks up a first down. 1st and goal, Hardee.
A little surprised that we didn't see a flag on that one, Doug. The entire offensive line was about 10 yards downfield before the ball was out of the quarterback's hand. But I guess the referees must have dinner reservations. They want to make sure they get this game moving.
At Leroy Selman's.
At Leroy Selman's.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
That was an obvious call, and they didn't call it.
Steedley in the tailback slot in the backfield. Johnson in the gun. And Steedley takes the handoff, but runs into a pile there. Seminoles clog it up. No gain on the play.
Seminoles have been stingy here in the goal line area, stuffing the Hardee Wildcats lately, but he seems to think it'd just be a matter of time. But they're plugging up the inside gaps. But this is maybe the one thing that Hardee doesn't have, is some speed to get to the outside.
Second down and goal from the 5. Hardee sends out 2 wideouts to the far side of the field, none to the near side. Johnson, Holly, handoff up the middle, and tripped up right as he hit the line of scrimmage. And again, clogging up the middle. Good job by the Seminoles, and there was Greg Johnson in there on the stop. Third down, and a goal now from the 4. Just a 1-yard pickup there for Holly. Down to 3:40 left in the third quarter. Quick moving third quarter. So time becoming a factor for the Seminoles, down by 3 scores, or 3 touchdowns. Holly in the backfield again. And he takes the direct snap, puts the helmet down, dives to the goal line, and
He took
no
a hit
indication
there.
yet. He took a good shot on the direct snap and comes up short, I believe. Yeah, not in.
That hit looked like it was number 45 to Qualm Joyner, 6'2", 209-pound linebacker, and he laid the wood to Johnson on that one. He paid the price, and he didn't get it in the end zone, so it sets up fourth down now, Doug.
At the
Let's see if
1.
they can hold them again.
Well, let's see what Southeast can do. Last time on a 4th and short down here, the Wildcats threw the ball. Direct snap again to Holly, and he just jumps into the end zone there off the right side. And it's a score again for Holly. And Hardee Wildcats scored their 5th touchdown of the ball game.
You know, I didn't think they were going to put it in the air that time, Doug, on 4th down and 1. Go to the big man, let him power it in, and he did, standing up. And that's the touchdown they've been trying to get here on a couple drives this third quarter, and they were able to finally execute it and get it in the end zone.
And Rodriguez with a busy night, another extra point. And it is up and good. With 2:46 left in the third, it's Hardee 35 and a Southeast 7.
And Hardee, after being denied their first drive here at the third quarter, their only drive this game where they didn't score a touchdown when they were stopped at the 3-yard line, they were able to come back off the short punt, go 40 yards for the score. 2:46 remaining here in the third quarter. They upped the lead now to 35-7. And let's see if the Seminoles can try to put together at least another offensive drive here and regain some confidence as they start to look forward to next week.
And that was a 40-yard scoring drive in 3 minutes and 2 seconds for the Hardee Wildcats, capped off by Keontae Holly's 2nd touchdown of the ball game. He has a 70-yarder and a 1-yarder. It's a 35-7. And well on their way to their 3rd district win and 7th overall on the season.
And I got to think the Hardee defense is chomping at the bit here to get out there a little bit. They haven't been on the field a whole lot here since that first drive for the Seminoles.
Nope. Remember, Southeast had a couple of good drives that were stopped by turnovers. A couple interceptions in the ball game for James Thomas. Again, a short kick taken at the 30-yard line. Allen up there to field it, and can't get much room to run. Brought down around the 37.
Well, it shows how much they fear the return game of the Seminoles, that they're willing to kick those short ones and give them 35, 40-yard line position. But it really hasn't hurt them much in the game, and especially with the way their defense has been playing since midway through the first quarter.
So 1st and 10 for the Seminoles at their own 37-yard line. Just 2:40 left in the third quarter. And Southeast down 35-7 tonight. Southeast fans haven't had a lot to cheer about. Only 1 score in the ball game. And a Thomas to Warwick 9-yard touchdown pass in the first quarter. And here's a handoff to Allen. Finds room, gets across midfield, cutting to the outside to the 40, to the 30, to the 25, to the 20, and brought down inside the 20-yard line. Best run of the night for Courtney Allen. And
I
is
don't
there a
see any
flag?
flags.
No flags. There is a flag at the 40. Yep. There is a flag at the 40-yard line. Going to be a hold on Southeast, and that just kind of epitomizes the night, Ed.
Well, Courtney Allen's been penned up here for a long time. He finally was able to find some room and get into the secondary and show the speed and moves that he possesses. But part of that might have been because of the hold by the blockers, and that's going to come back a long ways.
It's
and
a spot of the foul, so
erase some of that big run.
they'll spot it off, mark it off from the 41, 42 actually. So they'll spot it at the 48-yard line of the Seminoles. It'll be first down. And clock becoming an enemy for the Seminoles. 2:28 left here in the third. Two wideouts to the near side, one to the far side. Split backfield. And Thomas. No, direct snap to Allen. Nope, that isn't Allen. That is Larry Woodard on a direct snap, and he makes a nice nifty run to the inside and then the outside, gets it across the 40-yard line of Hardee, and a first down. A little pushing and shoving now going on after the play. Still a little
hasn't stopped yet.
Fisticuffs there, and finally they break it open. Now here come the flags. D'Anthony Warwick had to be kind of pulled aside. He was in the middle of that. Probably be an offsetting here. You should call that on both teams when that happens. But a nice run by Larry Woodard off the direct snap. Just trying to get both teams on the sideline before they make the signal here. Talk to both coaches. But after the play was over, a little pushing and shoving. They're just waving it off, so no penalty. Probably happened on too many people involved, so they just wave it off.
No harm, no foul, I guess.
So first down for the Seminoles at the 32-yard line of the Hardee Wildcats.
So Woodard gets an 18-yard gain out of that one. Nice run by the sometime quarterback.
So used to saying Courtney Allen, but that was Larry Woodard on the direct snap, so fooled the broadcaster on that one. First and 10 for Southeast. 2:13 left here in the third, but Southeast a big hill to climb here, down 35-7 in this District 5 game. Next week, Southeast will take on Booker in a district game.
And it looks like now that game will be to see who represents the district as the second place team.
We'll be at Sarasota, another big district game there as Lakewood Ranch takes on the Sailors. Woodard again on the direct snap, in at quarterback, and trying to run with it, but nothing doing there. Hardee read that, and they're going to push Woodard back for a couple of yard loss. Back to the 40. Well, they're going to mark it the 40 now, so about a yard loss on the play. Second down and 12. For Southeast, moving from left to right here in the third. But they're moving the ball pretty effectively in a couple of drives in the first half, Ed, but just have stalled. And the Hardee just scored almost at will tonight.
So far, they've been keeping it on the ground with Woodard in there at quarterback. Let's see if they continue to do that here. Courtney Allen now shifts over into the slot on the left side.
And Thomas back in at QB, takes the snap, throws, and it's going to be picked off at the 20-yard line. That's Marco DeLeon, and DeLeon takes it out to the 40, and that is the third interception of the game for James Thomas. And Hardee gets the ball back at their own 40. So 3 turnovers. 2 of them have turned into scores.
Yeah, he was just sort of thrown into a crowd there that was well covered, and he was trying to find Courtney Allen, but he definitely was not open on the play. And it turns into the third interception of the night for the Hardee defense. It sets him up close to the their own 40-yard line. great field position once more. And unfortunately for Southeast, that Seminole defense is back on the field, and it's going to be tough for them to hold up here the rest of the game at this rate.
Yeah, they've had a tough time this year, giving up, I think, over 30 points a game on average. And then, of course, they've exceeded that tonight. 35 for Hardee. And the ball back again in Wildcat possession. And they line up with two wideouts to the near side. And a Steedley on the carry up the middle, finds a big hole, gets across the 50-yard line, still running to the near side, to the 40, down to the 32 before he's brought down there. Timmy Steedley, good run there. And just chewing up yardage as he found a big hole up the middle.
That's a quick 30 yards for Steedley. Gets it all the way down close to the 30-yard line of the Seminoles. And that Seminole defense has got to be worn up.
Yeah, fatigue right there. You can just see it once he busted through the line. Took him a while to catch him. And now it's 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line of the Seminoles. Under a minute remaining, 40 seconds and counting here in the third. Johnson, handoff, Steedley, going off the right side this time, finds another hole, gets out to the 25. And dives forward from there. And close to another first down.
Steedley takes that one off the off tackle on the right side this time. Picks up a nice yardage, 8 or 9 yards on the first down play. Gets it down close to the 20-yard line of the Seminoles for the Hardee Wildcats.
Gonna mark it at the 23, so it'll be 2nd down and 2. 20 seconds left, and one of the Seminoles shaken up. Clock stops while they take a look at him over there. Well, as we said, Ed, we saw Southeast earlier this year. Did not play well against a very good Brain River team. And then lost a few more games after that, then found something, winning those 2 district games. And coming into tonight had a bit of momentum on their side, but they've run into a very tough Hardee Wildcat team tonight.
Well, Hardee's all that they were advertised. Certainly, Bayshore had a lot of good things to say about them, that they are big and strong, and they've proved it tonight. They have definitely overpowered the smaller Southeast Seminoles, especially the Southeast defense, and they've pretty much controlled this game, even though it was tied in the first quarter after the Seminoles were able to score on their first possession. But after that, it's been all Hardee. Controlling the game, controlling the clock, keeping their defense off the field. And the good thing for them is that keeps that Southeast skill player set featuring Courtney Allen off the field as well. And he's been pretty much held in check most of this game.
Dimitri Smith was the injured player for Southeast. He was helped off the field. And just going to let the clock run out right now. As the third quarter comes to an end, the end of 3, it's Hardee 35, Southeast 7. So teams will switch ends.
And it looks like a labored walk by the Southeast defense.
Very disgruntled and probably more tired than anything. Defense for Southeast making the walk to the other end of the field.
And you know what Coach has to remind him is, the season's not lost. They still have next week against Booker. And if they can beat the Booker Tornadoes, they will at least have an opportunity to go to the playoffs as the 2nd seed out of the district. And, that's something to still play for. So they need to suck it up here for the fourth quarter and give it their all and see if they can learn something here that they can take into next week's game.
It's going to be an interesting matchup with Booker next week. We saw a very improved Booker team a few weeks ago against Brain River on the road with a win. So that'll be an interesting matchup next Friday night. Here we go, 2nd and 2 from the 24-yard line. Johnson throwing to the far corner of the end zone. It is up for grabs, and is it picked off? Looked like, was it an interception? Yes, it was. Picked off by Larry Woodard over there.
Nice defense there. Woodard was perfectly positioned. That was an ill-advised throw.
Flag on the play as well. It's against Hardee, and they'll decline that.
Woodard was there waiting for the ball as the receiver got there. So good defense that time. That's one that Johnson would like to have back. And that's just what the Seminoles needed to stop that drive by Hardee and see if they can get something going with their offense here, starting from their own 20-yard line, 11:52 to go in the game.
Just seeing the replay on the Southeast High School television there. Nice interception by Woodard there, kind of going up and just hauling it in there, taking it away from the receiver. And Southeast has it now at their own 20-yard line. 8 seconds into this fourth quarter, moving from right to left here. And before the snap, we get a flag. Somebody moved. And it's against Southeast, so we'll move it back to the 15-yard line right now.
Well, if we were talking about the mental part of the game, you want to make sure that you take some positive thoughts and vibes with you into next week's game with Booker. And that's, they've been on the sideline for a while. And it's not what you want to see is the mental breakdown there in the illegal procedure on the first down play.
First and 15 now from the 15-yard line. Allen in the backfield. Standing next to his quarterback, Thomas. 3 wideouts. Thomas, low snap, able to pick it up. Throws, and it is caught for a short gain out to about the 21-yard line. And Cecil Richardson makes the catch.
Big tight end, Cecil Richardson, 6'5", 224. First time they went to him tonight. He went up high for that one. Nice grab. At least made up the penalty yardage and a couple more. It gives him a reasonable second down situation here.
About a 7-yard pickup there, a little further than I thought. So a second down and 7. Actually about an 8-yard pickup, so they're at the 28-yard line right now. I'll check that at the 24-yard line. Now here's handoff, and not much room at all as Woodard locked up as he tried to go up the middle. And a loss of about 1 on that play.
And nowhere to go on that one. Good penetration by the defensive front of the Hardee Wildcats.
So it'll be 3rd down and 9 at the 20-yard line. Just across the 20 for Southeast. 10 minutes, 35 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Southeast needs to score a bunch in a hurry. Back to pass. And it is caught out the 25-yard line. Short pickup on the pass from Thomas to Kadarius Carley. But it'll bring up a 4th down, and I think they'd probably go for it here. Why not? 4th and 4.
Carley, the leading receiver on the team in yardage. That's the first time that I can recall them throwing to him tonight.
So they're going to go for it on a 4th down and 4. They send out 4 wideouts, 2 to either side. And a pass right at the yardage marker for the first down. It is caught, and that should be good enough for the first down. Good crisp pass over there to Carley. Actually, that was DeMarcus Bryce over there making the catch. Carley was over there with him, and they pick up the first down out at the 31-yard line. So they'll get a fresh set of downs here. 9:35 left.
That one, Doug.
Yep, good crisp pass over there. 3 wideouts to the near side, 1 to the far side. Thomas. And a quarterback keeper goes up the middle. And not a lot of room there. Maybe gets a yard out to the 32.
That's all he got was a yard on that one.
And like we've said before in games that have been blowouts, Ed, you just kind of work on what you're going to do next week. Work your offense at this point. That's what Southeast is doing right now. Just try and work out some of the bugs and get a little confidence for next week's game against Booker.
That's it. Build some confidence.
Thomas rolling out, little shovel pass. Caught. And squirting away is Bryce, and Bryce probably should have gone down. He squirted away, but now he's pushed back further, back to his own 25. So let's see what kind of forward progress they give him. They'll give it to the 31, which is about a 1-yard loss.
Yeah, that he had some positive yardage initially, but he spun out of that, and they gave him where his forward progress was ended after he spun out. It still ends up being a 1-yard loss, setting up a 3rd and 10 for the Seminoles.
8:08 left here in the fourth. 4 wideouts again, 2 to either side. Thomas rolling right, throws on the run, caught, but short pickup out to the 39-yard line to Carley. And it'll bring up a 4th and 1 for the Seminoles.
That's a matter where the receiver didn't run a route that was past the sticks, and so when he received the ball and was hit immediately, it ends up coming up short, setting up the 4th down situation. But we can't say much about that. We see that happen in the pros all the time, where the receiver doesn't go deep enough on the 1st down yardage. And so let's see if they can pick up another 4th down here, Doug.
4th and 1. 3 wideouts going out on the near side, 1 to the far side. Thomas throws to the near side. It is caught. Good enough for the 1st down to DeMarcus Bryce at the 45. He goes ahead to the 47. Now that's 2 consecutive 4th down conversions.
There you go. Nice effort by Bryce there on the reception.
And that'll give the offense 4 more downs, down to 7:05 left here in the fourth. Southeast just trying to mount some kind of sustained drive here, give the offense a little work here. 3 wideouts to the near side. 1 over to the far side. Thomas to Bryce in the flat to the 50. Across the 50, spins ahead down near the 45 of Hardee. Did look like a couple of the Seminoles moved early on that, but didn't get the call there. And it is a pickup of about 7 yards on the play to the Hardee 46-yard line.
Yeah, nice effort by Bryce on that one.
And 2nd down and 3. 3 wideouts now split to the far side. Courtney Allen in the backfield along with his quarterback Thomas. Thomas takes the snap, back to pass, throws over the middle, has Bryce there. Nice catch. Bryce, did he hang on? No, couldn't hang on to it. Had it for a second there in traffic. Looked like he made a great catch, but as he came down, the ball popped loose.
Dangerous pass there, Doug. Bryce was surrounded by 3 Hardee defenders, but Thomas put the ball on the money. Beautiful throw into that soft spot in the zone, but Bryce couldn't hold on to it. He was hit hard. Good try by the Seminoles, though. Good execution. They just couldn't complete it for the long pass play. Sets up a 3rd down situation now for Southeast. 6:06 remaining in the game.
And an official timeout now for the water break midway through with 6:06 left here in the 4th quarter. And 35-7 is the score in favor of Hardee, who will up their record to 7-1, 3-0 in the district.
And Southeast working on their passing game here in this 4th quarter. Give Booker something else to think about as they prepare for the Seminoles next week in that big game that will decide most likely who's the 2nd place team out of this district and still has a ticket punch to the playoffs.
Hardee will be a team that'll be to reckon with in the playoffs. Southeast has played Hardee before in the playoffs. We had a chance to do that game a few years ago. And we will be doing some playoff games for you on our Friday Night Lights broadcast. We'll let you know as we know the schedule and post it up on the Ustream website, also on YouTube and DougMilesMedia.com. So we don't know where we're going to be, but we'll be somewhere. Covering one of the local teams. Direct snap to Woodard. And Woodard runs up and trips as he hits the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets enough. Nope. Not going to be quite enough for the 1st down.
It's close. I'm surprised they're not measuring.
Bring up a 4th and 1. At the 44 of the Wildcats. And let's see if they can make 3 consecutive 4th down conversions here. Two wideouts to either side. Woodard's going to take the direct snap. He's going to run with it, a little stutter step, but no, he's going to be wrapped up, and that's Holly coming in there, playing a little defense, and just wrapped up Woodard and said, you're not getting that first down again. And Hardee will take over on downs.
Yeah, I didn't think Hardee liked the fact that they picked up a couple first downs on their defense on fourth down conversions. So that time they penetrated, didn't let Woodard get started, and actually threw him for a loss. Backed up the Seminoles a couple more yards, and gives Hardee great field position here. 5:19 to go in the game, Doug. Hardee at their own 46-yard line. Seminoles moved it out some, controlled some clock, but ultimately couldn't convert their third, fourth down and turn it over on downs.
Yeah, Keontae Holly, who's had 2 touchdowns tonight, made a little statement there on defense. Here's Johnson, and he hands it off to Steedley. And Steedley goes up the middle and doesn't find much, maybe half a yard. I'll give him a yard there, out to the 47. Down to the 5-minute mark. Well, the Hardee fans that made the trip over saw their team put another impressive performance out there offensively.
Some Laurel fans, too, I heard, Doug.
Laurel and Hardee. We were waiting for the Laurel and Hardee joke. You got it in before I did.
Is that point of the game, Doug? Under 5 minutes to
I was
go.
trying to work it in, but I figured, well, maybe later, but you got it in before me. There's a handoff to Jordan Jones, and he goes outside and can't cut it upfield. Maybe picks up a yard there. It'll be 3rd down and 8. Well, not a lot of laughs if it's Laurel and Hardee for Southeast.
That's for sure.
But as you said, Ed, season is not lost. I mean, they are very good position still to come in second, have a chance next week against Booker. But Booker, much improved team from the way we saw them in week 1. We saw them a few weeks ago in that win over Braden River, and then a very impressive win last night as well. Here's a pass over the middle. It is tipped and incomplete, but it's going to be a defensive pass interference on Southeast here, I believe, as they were trying to hit Tristan Lanier over the middle. Little collision there.
Yeah, Doug, I think the other thing they can think about Booker, some Hardee folks here in the press box talking about how well they played in the 14-3 loss to this same Hardee team. That they really played some tough defense to hold this offense to only 14 points. So we've seen the improvement in them the last time we saw them. So Southeast is not going to have any easy pickings going down to Sarasota next week to battle. No, that game is at home. That's some good news for the Seminoles.
Be right here. Yeah.
But
Marlon Mack had a great game last night.
Marlon Mack, quite a player.
Johnny Jones done a great job with that program, taking it over last year.
He sure turned that team around from when we saw them in our opener against Sarasota. That's for sure.
I mean, they were barely getting enough money for uniforms a year ago, so he's really had to do a lot of work to get that program just able to field a team. Done a great job so far. Here's the quarterback Johnson on the keeper, and he runs it down across the 30-yard line, near a first down for Hardee. Good run on first down again by the quarterback. Keeping up his average of nearly 8 yards a carry tonight. Coming into tonight, he was averaging about 7.7, right?
No, I think the quarterback was over 10.
Was he over 10 a carry coming in?
And he averaged 12 in the first half, so there you go.
You're right, 10.7 coming into tonight. And 2nd down and 2. At the 28-yard line up Southeast. And there's a handoff. And Steedley takes it down to about the 27-yard line. Picks up about 1, short of a first down.
I will give the Seminoles credit. Definitely, yardage has been tougher to come by for the running backs of Hardee in the second half. Although the outcome was pretty much decided by halftime, they have played their hearts out. I will give them that, and hopefully they've saved something for next week in the big battle with Booker.
3rd and short. Handoff up the middle. And second effort picks up the first down near the 20-yard line. And that was Steedley again on the carry. He's been a real workhorse tonight, picking up the tough yardage. And a first down for Hardee. Going to mark him at the 23 of Southeast. Down to 2 minutes, 10 seconds left in the ball game. And Hardee just trying to cap off the night. Maybe one more score. I formation, offset I. Johnson takes the snap, hands it off, and up the middle, down to the 20-yard line. And that's Steedley again on the carry.
Yep, his turn, his series.
2 yards.
Stay in there and run it.
I don't think Hardee's going to try to score here. They may just keep running it. Let the clock run out here. Second down and 8. As Hardee just came into tonight, kept the ball on the ground, and dominating performance. Good defense as well, shutting down the Southeast running game. Courtney Allen, here's a handoff again, and that is Jordan Jones dragged down. There is a flag on the play. Jordan Jones got up, thought he wasn't officially tackled, but...
Well, he thought he might have rolled over on the defensive player and never hit the ground.
Might be a face mask here, too.
I think that was Traycon Hawley, number 7.
I thought it was 2 on the carry, wasn't it? That's against Hardee. Holding call.
Well, they might keep him out of the end zone here one more time.
And we'll just see if Hardee just takes a couple of knees here. Just 59 seconds left. And clock back in motion. Reminder, next Friday night we will be at Sarasota High School as the Sailors take on Lakewood Ranch. Big district game, final district game of the season. Big game for both teams. Johnson to Steedley, cuts outside to the 20, and can't get any further than that. And that should do it. Clock down to 20 seconds. They don't have to run another play. And the Hardee fans over there with the Hardee Wildcats on the sideline, congratulating themselves on a very, very well-played ball game tonight. That'll do it. No more plays will be run. The final score from Kiker Memorial Stadium here at Southeast High School. Hardee Wildcats 35, Southeast Seminoles 7.
Yeah, those you can see the Hardee players that they're celebrating. They know what it means that they're going to be going to the playoffs as the number 1 seed out of the district, and they're excited about that. And well, they should be. They performed well tonight, controlled the game from midway through the first period. Some long sustained drives. They didn't quite do the same in the second half, but they got a little more conservative while also working on their passing game a little bit. But they never let the Southeast Seminoles get back into the game thanks to their strong defense. A well-balanced team, Doug, and you have to give the Hardee Wildcats a lot of credit. They came in here to Kiker Field at the home of Southeast High School and dominated the Seminoles in a defining game, 35-7 tonight.
Well, that's it for tonight. We thought we might get a bit of a closer game. Usually in the district games you do, but congratulations again to Hardee for a very impressive performance tonight against Southeast. Not out of it. Next Friday they have a chance against Booker to perhaps get second place in the district and still make the postseason. Final score once again from Southeast High School. The Hardee Wildcats 35, Southeast Seminoles 7. For Ed Schneider, this is Doug Miles saying thanks for watching and listening. We'll see you again next Friday night, everybody.
Good night.